Oh, that was a lot of meter. That was a lot of meter for one parry. Okay, okay. I have a stinger even with this other blade, Odin's blade. Cool. So if I press square X here, like I do with my normal weapon, it is that. Cool.
Nice try.
Oh god, this rift slip ability is like really cool, and can only imagine the possibilities that this now opens up. I guess not even imagine, I can just try them out. Yeah, this is cool, so I can just do that and just get into that. Yeah, and you gotta be creative with this, with the ability to just cancel out of an ability and then immediately slow down time. So you can basically remove the recovery animations for some abilities and attacks, and just get right into another one while the enemy is slowed down, so you can do more. And you are encouraged to use it in tandem with another ability because of the cooldown reduction, 50%. So, oh god, and with I'm sure there'll be an item that slows that down even more. It's like with all these other accessories that I'm not using. I could be using though for sure if I, but yeah, because I'm at the point where it doesn't actually feel all that necessary, especially with how I've been switching up playstyles throughout the entire game. I haven't really been sticking to one, so like these are just useful. But yeah, there's going to be an accessory that reduces cooldown time. Maybe I already have it too. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, it's lightning stuff, earth stuff, Bahamut, Shiva. Yeah, okay. I don't have any Odin accessories. Maybe somebody's selling. Maybe a merchant is selling one. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there are accessories that I haven't gotten because yeah, you just have to buy them. I haven't done that yet. I should probably just do that. I have so much money. I'm not really even spending money on anything outside of the consumables. Like look at that. I almost have 200,000 gil. Not really using any of it. I should just do that. Even just for completionist sake, just have all the accessories that I'm not going to use. But maybe for this one actually. Like yeah, it's a combo extender too. Like you can do the 5 hit or I guess 10 hit if you're doing magic burst, and at the very end of it, use this, and then yeah, it's like what the video is showing right there. You're just extending the combo. Because yeah, it slows down enemies, and then yeah, you can just cancel out of the recovery animation. And then yeah, obviously this is made in mind to probably flow seamlessly with these other abilities. Yeah, just been using doing Arm of Darkness thing. I should just also just lock this in. I should just master. I think I already. Yeah, I mastered. I'm just gonna lock this in, just like with all the other. Except for this, I haven't because I'm not really a fan of wings. I really need to think about like how I can really use this effectively. It doesn't feel very active to me, so yeah. Yeah, let's lock this in. And it looks like I have all the icons already, so I don't have to think about saving up points anymore. Anyway, okay, back to this. So yeah, Rift Slip. So it says here, when you upgrade it, is that lengthens time slow and further reduces ability cooldown when used while executing an ability. I don't know why they don't just say the number, because I'm assuming that reduces ability cooldown is for Rift Slip itself, right? Not for the ability that you used, because it's further reduces. Because the baseline version of it doesn't say that it reduces ability cooldown for the ability that you canceled out of. Right? It just says that right there. Like from the details. I'm reading it out loud now. Create a temporal rift to immediately recover from any ability. Using while executing another ability will temporarily slow time and reduce Rift Slip cooldown by 50%. So that's what the cooldown reduction is for Rift Slip itself. And so when you upgrade it, lengthens time slow and further reduces ability cooldown when used while executing an ability. So yeah, that is also talking about the Rift Slip itself. So why doesn't it just say, is it by another, what, like 25%, 20%? Would be nice, but I guess whatever. I already have it upgraded, and I already have it mastered. Oh wait, no, I haven't actually mastered yet. Mastery is just for being able to slot it into any icon. Yeah, okay. I mean, yeah, it's just there. This is also probably an ability that is worth mastering as well. Maybe just locking it in, because it's an ability that you can just slot into anything, and like it's useful for just about any situation. Like I can find a place for this in any setup. So why not? Yeah. Again, I have the ability points. Let's just lock that into. Okay. All right. Let's see what Gungnir is all about. Yeah, this is more AoE.
Nice try. Too slow.
Okay, so it shows in that in the video there that yeah. So when you launch an enemy, you can immediately do a follow up with the same ability. Wait, let me try that. do they do that? Pressing X while wielding Gungnir lifts enemies. Yeah. And then how do you do the thing where he does like a cycle in the air? How do I do that? Is that actually still Gungnir? Do I just keep tapping the execute button? Okay. Okay, that's a lot more attacks. Okay. How do I do that? How do I do the jumping, spinning, downward slash attack? Can I not read? So you jump and then, like I'm trying to do the execute thing again with R2 squared in the air. And then nothing, yeah, it doesn't do anything. I'm mashing R2 square there. Like you can see, like the thing actually, like it shows that I'm trying to press the thing in the air. Like if I try to do it right now, you see that? There's even a sound, like a heartbeat. Like it's not doing anything. Or maybe that's a different attack. Maybe that's Heaven's Cloud? Could be, actually. Could be just that's the case. Wait. I don't think that was it. Maybe it's he's using it with Arm of Darkness. Let's look at his weapon. See what? Yeah, it looks like, yeah, it might be with Arm of Darkness. Okay, it is. It's the square X attack, like downward thrust with the normal blade. Okay, that solves that mystery. So this is just kind of like a Cloud and F7 remake, a triple strike thing. It's more useful against multiple enemies, but you know, I guess you can still use it on one enemy. Also very apt that it's called Heaven's Cloud. Okay, I think it might actually be... Shiva! Odin! Trying to think now about where Rift Slip should be. Because now it feels like it has to be with Odin's icon. It has to be with Arm of Darkness. Because I feel like, at least right now, I think where I'm going with this, where I do want to keep using Odin's icon. And to really get the most out of it, like, and by that I mean using it with Arm of Darkness, because I feel like that's where the natural it fits more seamlessly with the Arm of Darkness. And I think maybe I could probably, instead of having Rift Slip as the Odin ability that I could slot into any icon, it's probably better if it's Heaven's Cloud, because Heaven's Cloud isn't, I feel like it's not necessarily a thing that I need to be using with Arm of Darkness. Like, at least combo-wise, like, I can use it with just the normal weapon. Like with Gungnir, I mean, I guess I don't have to use, I don't have to use Arm of Darkness with that. I could also just use it with a normal downward thrust. So, but yeah, with Arm of Darkness, I feel like I should be using Rift Slip with it, especially since using Arm of Darkness like normal combos, I don't have access to Magic Burst. Like, I can't do the square triangle thing for additional damage, and like, for example, when I stagger an enemy, it doesn't help with like increasing the stagger multiplier when you just have the 5-hit combo, and like the recovery for it after you finish it, like the 5th hit, it like takes a long while. Like, you're just locked into that animation for a bit, and since you are using Arm of Darkness here, you can't like shift towards the opponent or pull them in with like Garuda's Deadly Embrace. Like, yeah, if you press circle, obviously you just end up switching to the other weapon. Like, you'd have to like, if I want to switch up things, I have to just switch to another icon. So yeah, it feels like I do have Rift Slip is that maybe the one Odin ability that you should just have it on by default with Arm of Darkness. Although I guess yeah, if I'm gonna switch away from Arm of Darkness, obviously, like if I don't want to use this ability anymore, then yeah, sure. I mean, obviously, it doesn't really hurt to have any ability mastered so that you can slot it into any other icon just for creativity's no, for that purpose. But yeah, I think for now, because I do want to use Arm of Darkness more and really see how Zantetsuken fares in actual combat, I might have to just put. I think I will put a Rift Slip with that instead of putting it in with other icons. So. And yeah, I think Heaven's Cloud is going to be the thing that I think this is the one that I should actually just be slotting into another icon. And yeah, obviously there's the ultimate attack. Although oh, okay, that's cool. So yeah, if you lock on before using it, it's the one guy, the one enemy eats all the damage. Don't lock on, yeah, like what this clip is showing. He's moving between targets. Yeah, yeah. Which is cool, definitely. If you, yeah, it's good for like fighting normal enemies, mobs, crowd control. But yeah, if you're going up against like a boss, or if like there's one elite unit among a crowd of enemies, it's useful for that. Is cancelled if first strike does not land. But also, with how this builds up the Zantetsuken gauge, it also feels like this is a thing that needs to be with it has to be paired with Arm of Darkness. Like yeah, I'm sure like the damage is still good, like the effect, I mean, not really, even then, like looking at the stats for it at the top of the video clip, it's like 1-star damage. I guess 1-star damage because it's like multi-hit. It's like a barrage. That's a lot of hits, so it would be too broken if the damage stat was super high. So I guess that also kind of nullifies the argument of having it, of slotting this into other icons, because then it's not really building the Zantet unless the Zantetsuken gauge is just there all the time, even if you switch icons. You know what? I'm gonna see. Let's see if that is the case. Okay, so I have the Zantetsuken meter there at the left. I build it up. So if I switch icons, what's gonna happen here? It goes away. Alright, okay, I mean, I was expecting that, and that's fine, but let's see. Does the meter that I already built up stay intact, or does it reset? Let's see. Okay, so it doesn't reset. It doesn't reset, like the progress you made with Zantetsuken stays. Okay, now the big question then is, will this Zantetsuken gauge still build up if you use Odin's abilities that are slotted into a different icon? Which I don't have right now. Let's do it. I'm guessing it's gonna reset because I'm gonna change the things again. Okay, let's say I have Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna have to master them, which is fine. And yeah, this is the big one. This is the big one, so sure, it's 40, 4200, 4250. It's fine. I have the points. Let's master that. In fact, let's just master all of it. Okay. Oh, I got a trophy. Master all of a single icon. Okay, I guess I've never done that before, but sure. Alright. Now I don't have to worry about it because I have all the icons unlocked. I think. Maybe there's like one final super secret icon at the very end. Leviathan. Okay. Now to test it out. So let's put that there. Let's put that there. Alright. So obviously Zantetsuken, the meter builds up if I use it along with Arm of Darkness, right? Now, if I switch to another icon, meter goes away, but we know that the progress stays. So the interesting thing here will be, because it says in the ability screen that, yeah, all these abilities builds up the Zantetsuken gauge. It fills it up. Except for this, I guess. And yeah, same here. So this also fills the Zantetsuken gauge. So we'll see, even if they're assigned to a different icon, if they will still build up the gauge. Okay, so that's around a little below halfway through. I use Heaven's Cloud on this guy. And if you switch back to Arm of Darkness, it does. Okay, so that's great. That's great. That is good. So because if it was limited to having it equipped to Arm of Darkness, then that severely limits the potential, like the combo potential, the use case for all these abilities. So that's great. That's fucking fantastic. Perfect. So yeah, if I do this. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of hits. Also, there's a slowdown at the very end. And if you switch back to Arm of Darkness, it's all the way up to level 4 now. Cool. Okay. Yeah. Great. That's so good. That is so good then. Yeah. Also, yeah, now that I think about it, considering all of these, well, I guess the attack, all the attack-based abilities with Odin contributes to the Zantetsuken gauge. It actually does pay to have all of the abilities equipped, because you constantly want to be building the Zantetsuken gauge, because like even with the Dancing Steel, this is like the ultimate ability for this icon. I feel like it building up to Zantetsuken and having Zantetsuken still go all the way up to level 5 as the max, and it having its own very fancy animation, that is actually the true ultimate ability of this icon. Okay, I think there's a bit better way to test this out then. Let's just see, we can just look at damage numbers, right? Ooh, the charge actually stays when you're switching weapons, so I can prime it with Burning Blade or whatever, and I can just switch. Anyway, Zantetsuken level 1 damage. Let's see. Okay, like 500. I mean, whatever. That's fine. Let's just build this up. Build this up. Okay, I just noticed there at the very end, even if time slows down, you're stuck in the recovery animation because I was trying to attack immediately after, but I was like, he was doing his old flourish at the end there. So I might have to use I think I have to use Rift Slip at the very end there to continue that. Let me just try that. And I mean, I already have Zantetsuken up here. Let's see how much. Because yeah, while I was doing Dancing Steel there, the damage wasn't actually all that impressive. It was like a bunch of like double-digit hits, and then like the big ones were only about triple-digit. So, but it's a lot. Like it's a lot of it's a lot of hits. But with Zantetsuken, level 5 though, oh yeah, that's a whole bunch of like 4-digit damage numbers, so yeah, might actually be stronger. I think it's strong. It's gotta be, right? With how much you have to build it up, it's gotta be to make it worth it. Like, Dancing Steel would probably be very strong. It would be very good against a stagger. I mean, like with any ability, obviously, but even more so with Dancing Steel when an enemy is staggered, especially when you build it up to level the 1.5, the multiplier, like at the very end, because it's a bunch of hits, right? Or it could also just be used as to build it up, because the optimal finisher for when you already have the multiplier to times 1.5 is to end it out with Zantetsuken level 5. So yeah. Anyway, right. So now I do want to test something, which is to put Dancing Steel along with the Rift Slip, because I want to see if I can cancel out of that very long recovery animation with Rift Slip. I'm assuming I can't. It's probably the case. Actually, you know what? So this is what I'm going to do. I should put it in another icon, and I'll see if I can switch icons while I'm doing the animation Dancing Steel, and then I can, so that I don't have to have both of them in the same icon. Just to make sure I can do that. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, switch to Arm of Darkness, do Dancing Steel. So while that is going on, I can switch, right? I can do this. And I can just do this. I can just Rift Slip out of it. Yeah, so what I want to see is like at the very end, because it's a very long animation, recovery animation. And there, it's long. I'm mashing square, I'm stuck in that animation. So I'm guessing, yeah, this is probably going to be the case. Like I can just Rift Slip out of it. Yeah, okay. Definitely is the case. That's good, that's good. Alright. Getting a good understanding of how the how all these abilities work. Now it's just thinking of what I can combo them and how I can naturally flow from one ability to the other, and what other icon abilities I can combo them with. It'll make things easier for me since I'm using all 4 of them, because 3 of them build up the Zantetsuken gauge, which is, I think, like the game plan. That is like the biggest game plan for having Arm of Darkness with you at all, is to pull off Zantetsuken. And Rift Slip is just too good. It's just too good, because you can just cancel out of any ability into another ability. Like, it's just for combos. Like, the whole reason I'm doing any of this is because I want a combo thing, so I need to have that on. So again, yeah, this makes it very simple for me in that I only have to think of 2 more abilities to integrate into the flow. So what's going to be those 2 abilities? So I feel like a good opener is going to be Heaven's Cloud, especially against, just mobs. Just fucking do that. Maybe. Yeah. Let's do Heaven's Cloud, and whoever is the last person that I hit with it is going to get Gungnir'd. And if there's any other enemies that are nearby, will just also get caught in the crossfire. Actually, Dancing Steel is also not a bad opener, honestly, because I feel like this also just does more damage than Heaven's Cloud. That just to clean up the just for crowd control, right? Just kill as many enemies as quickly as possible. Just whittle down the numbers. You can just start with this, and then go to the Heaven's Cloud. Just finish off whoever's still alive, and then go to do Gungnir on like probably the toughest enemy that's still alive. And then at that point, I probably have Zantetsuken level 5 ready, and just go for it. So like the other 2 abilities will just be gravy at that point. Yeah, right. So what I can do is like Dancing Steel at the very end of the animation, do Rift Slip straight into Heaven's Cloud, and then once I'm done with Heaven's Cloud, like the very last one, they're gonna get Gungnir'd. And then at that point, right, I can also do the thing where I finish them with I launch them into the air, and then I jump up, do the Arm of Darkness downward thrust, and then prime Zantetsuken. That's like the natural flow for now, for all just having those 4 abilities. But I can make it better. I can make it better. What would be a good way to? Because I think Garuda is just Deadly Embrace is just too good. Like, this is just a very useful ability to have. So I think that's just gonna be part of the chain. Cold Snap is also pretty good, since it's a dodge, and it can also use it as a good dodge to freeze enemies, which just leaves them open. Garuda for sure though. Garuda 100%. I think Titans also isn't bad. Nah, not Bahamut for sure. And Phoenix is also isn't like, yeah, it's fine. It's good. Ramuna. Yeah, I'm moving away from the projectile stuff now. Want to get back into melee. But yeah, so so like the thing with the with cold snap though. I mean, it's not going to be a problem, I guess, if because I can just close the distance with a stinger or Arm of Darkness's square X, basically. Because like the thing that I was gonna originally, the point I was originally gonna make is that yeah, doing permafrost, you know, creates distance, like you dodge away. But it doesn't. It shouldn't really matter. So yeah, like I think Cold Snap is kind of just better. I mean, like so like the thing with Phoenix Shift is that like it's a gap closer, right? And it works even like in for distances that are like too far for Stinger, for your square X, your lunge. Like I use Stinger because that's like the Devil May Cry move, like the gap closer. But yeah, and like with Deadly Embrace, because I can't really use that against big enemies, like any enemy that isn't an elite or a boss enemy. But yeah, with Cold Snap, I can still like dash towards enemies. Like obviously the distance isn't as great as Phoenix Shift, so yeah, maybe just Phoenix Shift is just kind of obsolete for now. And not obsolete, but I think I can also just stick with Cold Snap. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with Cold Snap then. But yes, I want this to be a more melee focused build now. Mesmerize is good because yeah, it does. Yeah, but it's just for small enemies. I don't know. Rhyme, yeah, I'm not gonna use Rhyme anymore. Ice Age is also not bad, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe not actually. None of these Shiva abilities I think works for me. With this Impulse also is yeah. I don't know. Like I feel like it doesn't suit the style now. If I'm going with Odin's abilities, no. Especially I'm not gonna be using magic when I'm switching to Arm of Darkness. Like I don't have that magic burst ability, so that's not gonna be very useful. I mean, this is still yeah. I think I might end up just going back with Titan, like with Raging Fist as well, which I can also just use as a counter attack as well. And Upheaval is also just good, like a combo finisher. If I as a launcher, well, like using it with an aerial combo. But I don't know. Maybe I don't really see myself doing, except for like with Gungnir. That's it. I don't know if I. So maybe not that. Maybe I will just end up using Raging Fists. I mean, Wind Up is also just good. This could also just be a good finisher. Lightning Rod also isn't bad, just for more DPS. Like it's an easy enough thing to integrate into especially against boss enemies or like big enemies. I mean that's also not bad. Just like yep, there you go. But also I don't know if I'm gonna be using it against like mobs when I already have crowd control abilities. I mean, yeah, it's fine. Thunderstorm is fine, but also again going back, I don't know, projectile stuff. Maybe I will go back to Rook's Gambit. Or Gouge, you know, good old Gouge. Wicked Wheel. These are not bad at all, honestly. And also just these abilities as well. Heat Wave, could also go back to Heat Wave just for like dealing with projectiles. Yeah, Rook's Gambit also just very useful. So yeah, none of Odin's abilities do a bunch of stagger damage. So maybe, yeah. Yeah, I think Gouge is just good for getting that stagger damage out. The only equivalent to that is I mean, yeah, not really. Nothing else really compares. I guess I also have these. But yeah, just in terms of utility. Gouge, yeah, Gouge is just, it's just good. It's just good for also increasing the multiplier when an enemy is staggered. And it still fits in with my melee focus build this time, so let's go back to Gouge. And then what will be the other one? I mean, Raging Fist is just sick. It's just sick. It's just so fucking sick. Like, I'm thinking it's either that or Rook's Gambit. But so the thing though, yeah, with Rook's Gambit, it's like, it's really only effective as a counterattack. Like, landing the ability by itself isn't all that great. Compared to Raging Fists, like even if I don't use the counter, like the block counter ability, it still does good damage. Like so, like if I'm incorporating it into like a combo, into a flow, it's not bad. So and it also has that added functionality of being a counter. So maybe I will just go with Raging Fists here. And yeah, obviously Arm of Darkness has its own counter abilities. I mean, it's not. Yeah, it's just perfect dodging and parrying. Like there's an additional benefit to having Arm of Darkness on because landing a precision dodge, counter attack, and the parry, or as they say here, Flash of Steel and Steel counter, also builds a Zantetsuken meter gauge. So, but yeah, I guess it still is Raging Fists. Yeah. But if it's just damage though, I could also just go with Wind Up. But I don't know. Raging Fist is just cool. It's just cool. It's just cool. and I'll be mastering it because I'm gonna use it, but not with Titan, because I want to have Cold Snap, Shiva, and Garuda's Deadly Embrace. So yeah, mastering that. All right, so the flow. What is going to be the flow here? You start with Dancing Steel. Then let's put Rift Slip with it, because I want to cancel out of the last hit, out of the recovery. And then immediately after, we do Heaven's Cloud, just to mop up whoever is left alive after hitting everybody with Dancing Steel. And then at the very end of that, we go for Gungnir. And then we Zantetsuken. Yeah. I think that's gonna be like the flow. Gouge is something that I'm just gonna save Gouge for like once I get the mid will stagger, like the drag with Deadly Embrace, and when they're actually staggered, just to build up the multiplier. I don't need to have this in the combo. And Raging Fist is just for fuck yeah purposes. I guess when all this is on cooldown, I could just switch to this and then, you know, because Dancing Steel is the ultimate attack, and that's not going to be available for, like, as easily as these three. So I can just use this as like a good. Well, then I'm gonna open with Heaven's Cloud if I don't have Dancing Steel. And then yeah, because presumably once I'm done through all of this, we'll have Zantetsuken up to a good level. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna let's try it out. Let's try it out. Okay, you can get knocked out of it. There's a wind up. Okay, good to know. Okay, I have to remember, I have to keep mashing square with Heaven's Cloud. I wanted to reset the Zantetsuken gauge. Okay, so I do get up to level 5 if I do all of the Zantetsuken stuff. I need to remember once I finish with Gungnir to switch back to Almost Darkness so that I can do Zantetsuken. There's an added button press. There's an added button press. So once I switch back to it, I need to press circle again. That's a good amount of damage.
Nice try. Too slow.
It's cool that the stagger meter doesn't build up while doing this. Alright, yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Okay, okay. That's going to be the flow. That's it. That's it. Okay. Alright, and that's going to be the whole stream. Just for that, because I'm doing this very early. And now I have stuff to do, so yeah, I just wanted to get that out of the way. And surely I'm going to remember that once I play again later.